Olam? Olam? Olam.
Olam.
Welcome down past the ratings number 168. Today we're talking about the Olam cassette, I Will Guide Thy Hand. Full length that was released on Oopsie Daisy, September 18th, 2019. Story here goes back to Captured Howls, actually. I'm not sure if that blog is still active or not, but for a little while there, they were just busting out some really good, number one, really good reviews, like written very well by Caleb. And then they're also pushing some really good bands. And Olam, I think, is it's the only one that I can remember sticking around that, I still love to this day. I feel like Captured Howls, whether or not they were around for a long time, I was only seeing the posts for a couple of months, and that just happened to be the case for this release. So this was initially released digitally, and I think, don't quote me, I think the band actually hit me up asking if we could make tapes because I had mentioned that I really liked the album. And I said maybe or no because it was released digitally already, and then I went on tour with Swallow's Nest in Europe with Crowning. And when I got back, I guess I changed my tune. I was like, "This is." I think I was like, "Oh, this is so good that I want to release it on tape anyway." So that's what we did. We made 32 tapes on like black, silver, sparkle, swirl. This might be a test, which is why it's yellow. I don't remember why. But yeah, no, they're very nice. This was early on in the swirl days too. So when this was the first combo like this that I did. Printed out the stickers myself, put them on there. Now, those sold out pretty quickly, and then we did a second run in August of 2021, this time 50 tapes. There was a couple variants, like the Trenchant Yellow. There's like 20 of those. I think there's 10 or so of the metallic razor wire or whatever it is. And then I still have two of these out of 5 blue ones, as well as one mystery swirl, which, to be completely honest with you, is better than all of those ones. So maybe you should grab the mystery swirl first if you're looking for one of these. Really good. I don't think we're gonna make any more of them because the band. So this album came out. I got to talking with the band. They lost a member after this album was released. And from what I can gather, it just destroyed the band. Not necessarily immediately, but they never seemed to recover from it. There was like, oh, hey, look, we wrote these 10 songs, and they're absolutely incredible. And now we're going to try to write an EP, and it never happened. So they were supposed to play ZBR Fest 2020? The one that got canceled? I think they were supposed to play that one. So I'm very curious if the Olam story would be any different had that fest happened and they would have had to like wrangle together people to play the show. Maybe those people would have ended up writing together. But like I heard the beginnings of the 7-inch EP that were I guess like really early demo and worked on without fleshing everything out, and they sounded great, and I really wish that got finished because now we're in 2023, and I'm under the impression that is not coming out. I haven't heard anything from the band in quite some time. Was able to pick up a shirt before their demise. Let's talk about the actual music, though. So, if you haven't heard Olam before, they're really sick. I still think that they should be discussed more. I mean, like, if you like Ostraka, Converge, Nibelwin, Death Heaven, Crestfallen, The Bled, Lied, any of those, like, metallic hardcore bands, this is top notch. Excellent screaming over top of very interesting and semi-complex metallic hardcore stuff. It's really, really good. The album itself flows so well with a nice intro track, and then you got Wounds, which is a banger, and then you got a bunch of bangers, blah, blah, blah. Kind of like calms down a little bit past halfway through, and then it just picks up again, and by the time you're at the closer, I Will Guide Thy Hand, that 7/28 track is like, it's the bee's knees, as the kids say. It's the cornerstone of the album. It's the title track, obviously. Just absolutely fantastic. The most epic of all the songs, really like ties everything together, and just like, wow, that was a great listen, especially again from front to back. Really, really good. There's also like a little bit of clean stuff on is it 3 or 4? I think it's on Under My Breath. Done very tastefully and not overdone. Definitely check this out if you haven't already. We considered doing a 12-inch for this briefly before it seemed like the band was done. There was a fair amount. There was a couple people asking for it, so I was certainly considering it, but I'm glad we didn't go ahead with it, because as the band didn't continue, I still have tapes. We would definitely still have vinyl. Anything else to talk about? I feel like that's pretty much it. I mean, please come back, Olam. This album, your only release, is just so good. By the way, Olam, the band was initially called Of Lions and Men, I think, was what the acronym stands for. So that's what Olam is, Of Lion and Men. A lion and mice? Men? It was an M, I don't know. All right. Yeah, let's just end it there. Next is going to be the Zampler 14, the 14? Whatever the next Zampler is, I don't know. I think it's the one where Greg did the cover art, and then after that it will be the Malavik Hollow. No, that's AFI. I forget the goddamn name. Anyways, the Malavik LP. We'll end it there. Oh.